Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you haven't been here before. My name's Christina White and I do videos on lifestyle, fashion and beauty. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is a new hair product. So I was sent this by Luxx, L-U-X-X, and this is the Luxx Air Pro 2. So they've rejigged their Luxx Air Pro, which is the dupe for the Dyson Airwrap. And they've added a few more pieces to it, and then they contacted me and they said, would I like to sample their product? So they have sent this to me. I believe it's rather beautiful and would go really, really well with my room, so I was very excited about that. So I'm just going to open it with you now, and we're going to review the products. I have just had my bath. My hair is washed, clean and fresh. I haven't added any product to it as yet, but I will be adding my EIMI hair heat protectant and the Moroccan oil all-in-one leave-in conditioning spray. That's generally what I do every day to my hair when I wash it. Right, so we've got, well, lift this little one off the top, but it's actually taped to it, so I have to open the whole thing. Wrapped very well. I did receive this quite a while ago, but then David took us on holiday at sort of last minute, so I haven't had time to use it yet. So in this I have got the Luxx Air Pro, the Curling Barrel Auto Wrap, and the Luxx Liner Pro 8mm. Luxx Liner Pro, I don't know what that is. Okay. I've watched a few videos on YouTube about this to see what it was like, whether I should get excited or not, that sort of thing, because as some of you will know, we do have a property abroad, so if this is any good, I'll probably keep this one here because it matches my room, and take the Dyson abroad because the Dyson box is actually navy blue, and the feature colour in our bedroom in the villa is navy blue, so it works really well for that, as long as this lives up to what the YouTube videos show it does, and I can't see that it's not going to be honest with you. So let's pop this little box open. Okay, there's two little boxes in here. Curling barrels, Luxx Liner Pro 4-in-1. I need my glasses. Instant Perfect Wings. Oh, it's an eyeliner, I believe. Do you know what I thought it was going to be? I was thinking it was like Luxx Liner Pro. It was going to be like a heat mat, like a liner for your surface. I don't know why you'd need that for this though. What's my brain thinking? Okay, 4-in-1. Instant Perfect Wings. Wings, eyeliner stamps with felt tip, eyeliner and eraser pen. Oh! I'm going to like this. Okay, right. Curling barrels. That's like an addition, I suppose, to this new jobby. Right. Let's get into this. Ding! Flip it upside down to get it out. Ouch. Paper cut. Okay, we have the Luxx Air Pro. I swear to God, they said they were sending me a Luxx Air Pro 2. Maybe just the Pro 2 comes as this. I'm going to do a quick Google. Okay, so this is the Luxx Air Pro 2, and I'm just going to lift this off. Yeah, there's no tape, so it's just got two little thumb tabs to lift. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay, so this is the box inside. Yeah, I'll just lift that straight off. Oh, that's nice. I like them when they're snug, but not when they're like Apple Snug. Apple Snug is incredible. That's an engineering feat in and of itself. So I'm just going to peel off a little bit of ASMR. Okay. So this is a hinged top, and then there's this leather lined case at the top. Okie dokie. Right. Oh. What have I got here? Curling barrels. I think these are the small ones. I've got the long ones here. And these are possibly the 2 small ones. Yes, they are. Right. So, I want to say I'm confused because I've been sent extra barrels for some reason. They look exactly the same as the ones I've already got. Interesting. Okay. Qu'est-ce que j'ai? So this is the inside, and we've got the handpiece. Leave that there for a moment. So we've got these 2 curling barrels, one here and one here, and then we lift this tray up, and then all of the other pieces are beneath. Okay, so there's the plug, and it's got a UK plug socket, which is always handy. Sometimes you get sent things and they've got European plugs on. So this is the hairdryer attachment. We've got a curling brush, so a hot air brush. And then we've got a, I'm going to assume that this is the smoothing brush. Lovely. And a heat glove. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So, it doesn't come with any instructions, which is interesting. So I'm just going to wing it. I did also get this box, which had 2 more curling attachments, but I'm pretty sure they look exactly the same as the ones that came in the box. So without instructions, I'm not entirely sure as to what the difference is, because they look exactly the same on the table, but we'll see. I'll keep them separate for now, and then I'll try and work out what the difference is supposed to be. But it's sure it hasn't come with any instructions. That's a bit interesting. Definitely hasn't. No, never got anything extra here. Okay, so I'm just going to open this little gizmo. It's got a little Velcro tab around the cable. Do I have a spare socket for it to go into? That's the question. I have to pull one out. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to have to wing this, I'm afraid, fortunately, because there aren't any instructions. Okay, push it in, click it to turn it, to connect it. Push to unlock, so it goes in, clicks in. Then we have an on button, a cool button, because it's got a little icicle picture on it. Then we have a fan button and a temperature button. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so you hold it down to turn it on. Got a nice, it's definitely got a good blast on it. So I'm going to try out the different buttons. I'll try the ice cold one, see what that does. Yeah, that's really good. And as soon as you take your finger off, it does come through hot again. Let's see what it's actually set on. Yeah, it's only full. Okay, so there are 3 speeds, low, medium, high, and there are 4 temperatures plus the cold shot. So the lights go completely out, then you have 1, 2 and 3 for the heat, and the light doesn't go out, it just stays on the small, the lowest light, you know, the furthest left light. Okay, so I'm going to quickly, because my hair is starting to dry, apply my Heat Protect spray and the leave-in conditioner. David will be home soon, so I want to get on with this because he was going to work today and then he's decided, because the weather's nice enough, to not go to work today and instead come home and spend the day with me and Tank, which is lovely because Tank at the moment is crying for him. He's got dementia, and if he doesn't see you leave the house now, it unsettles him, so he's wondering where David is, so he's crying. So that's quite sad. So it's nice that he's coming home, to be honest with you, because it breaks my heart. He's literally sitting next to the door right now, whimpering for David. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do whatsoever, because they are best buddies. Daddy Bunch. Daddy, home a minute. Oh. Daddy, home a minute, darling. And he can't hear me either, because he's deaf and he's almost blind. So his whole world has changed in the last sort of year. Okay, let's get on with this. So I'm going to dry it. I'm going to try to dry it 90%. And then use these wands to do the rest. Okay, so my hair is about, I'd say it's a good 80% dry. And I just thought, whilst drying my hair, what I'll do is, before using the barrels, because they still work on dry hair, is I will use a smoothing brush at the top, see what that does. And then use these on the end, see if I can flick it under and how well it flicks the hair under. Because I do that with the Dyson, so let's give it a go. Okay, this bit, not loving, that's just blowing my hair everywhere. I don't really see the point in that. That doesn't have the coanda effect, so it doesn't grip the hair at all, it just blows it away. So I'm not going to bother with that because that's actually going to make my hair more fluffy, which I don't want. However, I do think that this could be quite good. Okay, so that's given that quite a nice amount of bounce, and I can feel like it's staying as well. It's not floppy at all. It's got a good amount of rigidity about it. However, these sort of air brushes, when they don't rotate, I feel like they do just blow the hair out and make it a bit more like textured at the top. It definitely looks more fluffy and flyaway up there. So if they don't rotate, I don't really see the point in this part so much yet. If they could make this rotate, then that's like the next step. That would be a game changer for people that like to use the hot air brushes as well. I do feel like this brush has sort of been the evolution of the hot air brush, but without the rotating part of it, which is what to me was the game changer for the hot air brush, the fact that it rotated. Yeah, that they haven't included that next step in this part is a mistake, I would think. I don't know how they would do that. I'm not an engineer, but if they could do that, then that would be fantastic. So that's obviously got a lovely amount of bounce in it. I don't hate it. It is just that it's a bit floofy up here. I'll do the rest and see if it works as well, because my hair's starting to naturally wave now. This is my hair natural. So give it another go. So that's done that very beautifully. I'd say that that side went a lot better than that side. Let me try and do that on this side, because that is lovely. I have, however, done that the wrong way around. I've just done that towards the face. I've just realised it doesn't matter, to be honest with you. I was just thinking it was going to be a little loop underneath, but it's a full curl. Let's see if I can recreate that. Kind of there, but it's a little bit more bouncy. It's got like I did the exact same thing, I believe, but that side just wants to go up. Is that supposed to go that way? Maybe I'm turning it the wrong way. Is it like that? No, who knows. Right, one thing I have noticed straight away about this is that the buttons being here, if you can't see the button you're pressing, you then have to like find it with your thumb by counting up or down, because where you hit, you're like, oh, I have to go lower, and then find the bottom and count one up, to find the cool shot. And if you're burning your ear, as I was just now, trying to find that while thinking, oh my God, my ear's burning, to find the cool shot, I didn't love that. I must say, I didn't love that. And then to turn it off, you have to hold your finger down, so it doesn't turn off immediately, it turns off after a pause of like 1 to 2 seconds. So that design factor I would change. I would definitely change that. I'd just move them out of the way. I'd have like the on and off separate, the cold shot separate, and then these separate. I wouldn't have them in a row like this, because it actually makes it less user friendly. Okay, so this is cute. What I'm going to do now, because I've decided I like this. This is okay. I do like it. Anyway, yes, I'm going to move on because I want to actually do my hair today. So I'm going to try the curling barrels now. And they've got the arrow on them, the directional arrow. Well, that would curl it inwards actually. I want the other way. So I want it to curl away from my face. So this arrow is pointing that way. Okay, that's on my hair that's completely dry before I used it. So that's quite good. Now for the other side, I'm going to change over. Okay, that's the other side that was also completely dry. My hair's getting to the point where it's completely dry, to be honest with you. The front bits where I tried drying it with the smoothing brush are dry, but the back is not so dry. So I'm going to leave those, I'm not going to touch them. I'm just going to do another section of my hair, like the second part, the middle section. So that was fine, to be honest with you, that with my hair dry. Okay, I'll leave this bit out. I'll try to anyway. Change. That's sweet, sweet little curl there. So I'm heating it for 10 seconds and I'm cooling it for 6, and I'm having to whip it out whilst it's still cool, because as soon as you take your finger off the cool button, it does go hot again, and then it takes a few seconds to switch off. So you'd have 2 more seconds of hot air, so the cool function doesn't work unless you whip it out with your finger still on the cool function. So that's what we have to do. I missed a piece. Quickly do that. Okay. Don't hate it. That's cute. Try and collect the back section. It's able to do a nice amount of hair as well, that I've noticed. The first piece, if you noticed, I separated a small amount and it picked up the second part that I'd left out, so, and it did it perfectly fine. So yep, that's a nice piece done at the back as well. Okay, change the head time. Okay, that's dried it, but it's still a little bit damp at the top with the 10 seconds. So when the hair's a little bit more damp, it does need a bit more than 10 seconds of heat. I wonder what that noise was then. There's an aeroplane going by. Or a helicopter actually. Okay, yeah, that did it. So that was 14 seconds. So I had an extra 4 on the heat bit, but it's giving me a lot of frizz at the top of my short pieces. I'll try and get this bit sorted. Okay, that's fine. Right, now the final pieces are this bit here. I'll do this first because then that stops that being so fluffy in my face. Change the barrel. That's quite sweet the way it does that. I do like this little curl at the front. It's very sweet. Right. sections. I need to invest in some more clips. They just disappear, don't they? Don't know where they go. I have no idea where all the clips go. They just, over time, disappear. It's not like anyone comes here and borrows them. They just disappear. It's quite sweet. Pressing the wrong button. Okay, that's sweet as well. Nice back section. Would help if I took the correct unit. Very springy. Okay, that's cute. I think I like how they fall out, so I don't worry too much about it at this point. To feel this, because there's like a big section here that I feel really belongs a little bit to the hair below, so I'll just do that. Because at this point she realised she needed new clips. This is way too heavy for this amount of hair. Okay. It's definitely getting there. What I'm attempting to do at this point is I find that sometimes if I curl my hair like this and you do it in this way sections, it clumps together and then your hair separates. So I'm doing it in this sort of length ways, width ways, horizontal rather than vertical way with the same curl, and then it might actually spread out as a wider curl. We will see, because I find that it separates at the back and then you can just see like the back of my scalp. Cute. It's very bouncy. Very, very bouncy. This bit hasn't stayed at all, or have I just not done that bit? Just hasn't stayed at all. I'll have to redo that. Okay, where are we? We are here. Right, I'm going to do this horizontal. I'm going to see how it sits, because I haven't done that yet. I've done it this way before, And it did look nice. I didn't hate it at all. But I'm just going to see if it works, because I'm interested to know. Oh gosh. Okay, that was a little bit of a struggle because it picked up the hair beneath it, but it's done what I had hoped it kind of would actually. I can't see exactly from the side what you can see, but it's made it more cohesive rather than separated, if you catch my drift, like this piece here. I think I might do it on that bit as well before I finish up. I'm going to do that across here, that same thing I just did, and then I'll do it at the back as well, because I just feel like that piece at the back's going to look bizarre. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it and it feels really bizarre. So how do we think that's gone? Because this mirror's magnified, doesn't quite look right. There we go. Can't see exactly what's going on. Let's try on this side now. Actually, I'll do the back piece first, because let me get a mirror. Let me just have a look at the back myself, because yeah, that does not look right at all, and I just don't feel like it's going to. This back piece. No idea what that looks like. I can feel it. It feels a bit fluffy, to be honest with you, but let's see what it looks like. Oh, it looks a lot better. That looks a lot better, considering I haven't brushed it out yet. But you see what I mean? Like this part separating. Once that's cooled, that perhaps will join up better like that. It won't be so separate. Okay. Fix this piece. So the front pieces need a little bit more jazzying. I don't hate the top. It's just it's not quite there. Right, whilst I still have this side on, I'm just going to see if I can fix this piece, make this and this piece more of a curl. It's getting hot now. Change these over just to do this bit again. Okay. What are we thinking? It's a bit crazy. It looks okay from the front, but from the side it's like a bit 80s. I don't think we've quite gone back to the 80s yet, have we? We're in the 90s at the moment. I don't hate it because I know this falls out and does look really quite nice on my hair. Oh, the short hair that it is. That's a lot better than it was. I don't have long sides, I've got like short hair to here. So it's hard to see what it might look like on you if you have better quality conditioned hair than I do. It's okay though. From the front you can't tell that I'm sort of missing my sides, but I don't think this looks any different to how I would get it out of the Dyson, to be honest with you. They work pretty much the same. The only difference is obviously the Dyson is the Dyson 2 essentially, and I feel like this changing over of the wands is a much ado, and they get hot when you're using them for quite a while. I don't understand why I was sent extra ones either. There was no explanation for that part, and they look absolutely identical, so I don't understand that. So I might have to email them and find out what the gist is with that, because it's called the Luxx Air Pro 2, but on the box it just says Luxx Air Pro. And I've checked other people's YouTube videos in the course of making this one, and their boxes all say Luxx Air Pro as well. So I'm not sure what the 2 is. Where's the 2? Because Dyson have upgraded, so they now just have one wand and it clicks and changes direction. And then it's got the smoother attachment as well. So my brutal honest opinion is, it is a almost dupe for the Dyson Airwrap. I wouldn't quite say it's a complete dupe, because it's not a duplicate. It's not exactly the same. You know, the barrels aren't the same, but it does give you the hair effect that comes out is very similar. I'd say this is already starting to drop, but I haven't put any holding product in my hair at all. And this side has got a lot more volume because there's a lot more hair. So this is holding nicely. I didn't want it to stay in completely ping curls as it was, but it has dropped out, I'd say, a bit quicker than I thought it might. But I still like it. I'm still gonna leave my hair like this. So yes, it's a sort of dupe for the Dyson Airwrap. It's not quite as good, it's not better, but it's a good alternative if you can't afford the Dyson Airwrap. That's my brutally honest opinion. So that concludes this lovely video. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And if you have anything to say, please let me know in the comment section below, because I do always reply to all of my comments on my videos. Hopefully I'll see you again soon for another video. Take care, bye.